That is Delta Airlines, number 1. Delta Airlines is gang stalking in the middle of the afternoon at the same location under the fake sun after 1 o'clock. This is gang stalkers of the Ontario City Hall. This is also prosecuting Paul Leon, a domestic terrorist. This is psychopathic pacing under the fake sun that's here until sunset. And while the entity is engaged in what is the maintenance of peculiarized light and operation of their communication devices, you see that name tag? He works for the city that's engaged in surveillance. The defunding terrorism is going to look like no employment by the city and removing facilitating venues like where my vagina is being monitored inside of the senior center, where impossible light activity fills the inside of that building, and also where the municipality workers are not only engaging in criminal surveillance and furtherance of murder, but they're enabling everybody else to engage in it. And they are all under the fake sun with knowledge, not ignorance, okay? The fact that it is not over the Upland City Hall, where the demon-possessed of that cult, the homosexual of the U.S. Marine Corps, engage in what is gang stalking me, and then holding a ceremony like I'm not going to document and prosecute you through my social media evidence. All right, the entities engaged in this conduct in the fake sun is what is over those demons yesterday. The same demons that are flying, stalking me in helicopters like I captured on video, stalking in the sky space in those military aircrafts like I captured on video, during the course of them showing how meaningless their ceremonies of those cult members that are recruited are, while they're engaging in the pattern of conduct. That's what this is, by the way. All you need to do is have them holding up a plaque and reading a ceremony, yelling at the top of their lungs, because that is what a demon thinks sounds authoritative, under the fake sun, and they're gang stalking, wearing those uniforms, which are absolutely meaningless, because those are demons wearing those uniforms. The entity has the fake sun over me here at 9:52 a.m. And I'll remind you about what's here at this same location where United Airlines is gang stalking, where I am walking just like the overweight demon that's obsessed with me, stalking with the Ontario police last night, stalking with the entity by helicopter right here last night, while the fake moon was right here, which is where the fake sun is. This is where the entity has the fake sun in Delta Airlines, the company that are going to be criminally prosecuted, and the companies that are engaging in treason, levying war against an American citizen, while the U.S. military is stalking me in those commercial airline companies. Excuse me, those commercial airline planes. I want you to see the entity stalking 1:22 p.m. hovering the senior citizen complex. And who was stalking in the path? I'm going to show you. The people that stayed on scooters. Fake sun is in the same position it is at 6 in the morning, 6:37 a.m. on video. This is the psychopathic disorder of an entity, gang members that think if they all engage in it together, then it is, again, not going to be suspicious and that the gang members are going to rule. They're all. That's exactly what the U.S. Marine Corps did yesterday under the fake sun, holding a ceremony, and that's supposed to supersede the evidence that you are a domestic terrorist, that you are a demon, that you are a criminal and a violent sex offender, a predator, a cold-blooded co-conspirator of murder, in fact, because they are wearing those uniforms and engaging in something that is quote-unquote important, such as recruiting what are actually cult members that are in front of your face, pledging their allegiance to Satan. That was pride under that fake sun. Those are demons. And they did that boldness in front of me, which is exactly why I spoke directly to the wicked and criminal conduct, the hypocrisy that was in front of my face, speaking to what is fecal matter all over those uniforms that mean absolutely nothing, because who is wearing them and what they now represent. Stalking in commercial planes, the humiliation of what are actually a bunch of homosexuals engaged in failed witchcraft, stalking at the same exact location, doing so with a bunch of teenagers that are demons under the fake sun to be prosecuted in the United States for domestic terrorism. This is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is where Delta Airlines is stalking me right now. The same exact location where they were engaging in what is stalking me by virtue of being present under the supernatural phenomenon where the demon-possessed are gang stalking. Paul Leon's being prosecuted while the municipality is provided funds, expenditure on the criminal activity and furtherance of murder. While the City Hall employees are gang stalking by virtue of the presence of this environment, which is also not over the demons that are being prosecuted simultaneously in Upland, California, and the United States military that's being prosecuted simultaneously, both by stalking me in Delta Airline planes, the United Airline planes, but also by virtue of gang stalking me conspicuously in Upland, California, like I'm documenting yesterday. And the entity is maintaining this at this, what is 9:56 a.m. So what is overall the demons with the newborn babies at Upland, California? Those are the maggots and the cockroaches cockroaches that give birth. They're unfortunately procreating, and they're gang stalking in doing so under the failed idea that they're going to take over and no one's going to know. By they, I mean demons, monitoring everyone and killing everyone that has any sort of significant purpose, such as letting you know about what the government is doing to people, not just in the US, but across the globe. And they thought that they were going to execute me. They are demons. They are also, as I'm showing you under the law, enemies, domestic enemies to the United States, engaging in treason. And this is mental illness. Stalking with light is psychotic behavior that is right in front of your face, and you're being monitored, you're being violated, your privacy is literally being desecrated. This is the P.O.C. It is currently 9:57 a.m. It is not just Delta Airlines, but United Airlines, American Airlines, Amazon Prime Air, FedEx, UPS, the entity that is gang stalking through the commercial airline companies. The airports themselves are being shut down, and the companies are also being federally prosecuted for criminal activity. I'm not just going to prosecute Delta Airlines I'm going to prosecute them for criminal activity. This is levying war. And since you want to lend planes, which the U.S. government is engaging what is dipping and diving and flipping and following and stalking in them, you will be prosecuted for criminal activity. You know exactly what's going on with your planes. You're making money off of it. You are providing the mask of the terrorist, and you are therefore a terrorist. This is P.O.C. at what is 9:57 a.m. at the same exact OVITT Family Community Library, where the people of the state are levying war against American citizens. And this is public corruption. This is what you're looking at is actually spiritually significant. These are a group of demons that are pacing in front of you. P.O.C. It is currently 9:58 a.m.